Dear students, in this video we are going to see the oscillators. In this we are going to have three oscillators. One is Colpit, Hartley and RC phase shift oscillator. So Colpit oscillator design calculation is this one. So we are going to use a common emitter transistor configuration. So we can have the design calculation as your common emitter amplifier. So I'm going to have the same design calculation for the resistors and the capacitor. Now I'm going to find the values, not find the values, I can decide the values for 6 microfarad and 0.1 and then 10 millihenry. For that I'm going to check what is the frequency will be. So I'll be getting the frequency as 1 by 2 pi root LC, where L and C will be the equivalent inductance of the capacitor. Here we are having two capacitors, so the equivalent capacitance will be C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 as it is connected in series. So F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC, so you will be having 5073.67 Hertz. Now we will see the apparatus required. You need a transistor, resistors, and then capacitor, DCB, DIB, that is decade inductance board, decade capacitance box, breadboard and connecting wires. So now we will connect the same thing. So we have two decade capacitance box and one decade inductance box. So now I'll going to connect the emitter side resistor. So one resistor is connected, that is 680 ohms, other end is grounded. Then 47 microfarad is connected to the resistor, other end is grounded. And then for the base I'm connecting my 10k resistor, so other end is grounded. Then I'm connecting my 47k resistor, which the other end is given to the positive of the supply. To the same point I'm connecting the another 2.2 resistor, which will be connected between the collector and the supply side. So I'm connecting it, and the negative supply is grounded. Now I'm going to connect the 0.1 microfarad. So one is connected to the collector, the other one is connected to the base. Okay. Now the decade inductance box and capacitance I'm going to connect. So I'm going to connect the capacitance box one end to 1.1 microfarad. The other end is grounded. So both the capacitance are together and it is grounded. And then the other end is connected to the another 0.1 microfarad. Then the decade inductance box is connected in parallel with the two capacitance boxes. So now I'm going to connect the probe from the CRO. So it is connected between one end is grounded, the other end is connected to the 0.1 microfarad capacitor. Okay. So now we will move on to the demonstration of the lab.
Design and analysis of Colpitts oscillator. Circuit diagram of the Colpitts oscillator. The same procedure for Colpitts Hartley oscillator. The transistor is emitter, base and collector. The same value for the base terminal is 47 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm. 47 kilo ohm another end is connected to VCC and collector terminal 2.2 kilo ohm resistor. One end is connected to collector, another end is connected to VCC. The emitter terminal 680 ohm. One end is connected to emitter, another end is connected to ground. The capacitor will be collector terminal is 0.1 microfarad. Emitter terminal is 47 microfarad. Another one is 6 microfarad. Collector. The another end is connected to ground. The again another end is connected to collector. Collector is out
base, another end is connected to
of
ground. The inductance box 10 mH.
Output section.
The
The
polarity
sine
of
wave,
the device's
the amplitude
inductance
and
box.
time
One end
period.
is connected
Amplitude
to
is
the
the
base,
the
another
total
end is
height
connected
y
to
axis.
collector.
Total
Collector
box
is output
multiplied by
will be
this
shown in
side.
the CRO.
This amplitude
The
and
same
time period
procedure
is
for
x
connection as
axis.
per the circuit
One
diagram.
cycle. Positive
Measure
cycle,
the
another one is negative cycle.
value.
It's a 2 into this microsecond. Amplitude and time period is measure the value in the CRO.
The amplitude
The time period is calculated in the
amplitude is
frequency.
the total height y axis.
It's a tabulation of the Colpitts oscillator.
Multiply by this side.
It's a model graph of the Colpitts oscillator.
So now we will see the same thing in the CRO. So we will have a sine wave. You are going to measure the amplitude. So the amplitude will be 4 into 2, 8 volt. Then you measure the time period. It is also 4 into 2, 0.5 microsecond, which gives you 0.2 millisecond. If you see the arrow mark, it is pointing towards 50 microseconds. Then so the frequency become 5000 hertz. This is your Colpitts oscillator. It is matching the theoretical frequency. Now let us move on to the Hartley oscillator. Nothing but the tank circuits. There we have two capacitance and one inductance. Here we will be having two inductance and one capacitance. So the design calculation will be as your common emitted amplifier. So same design calculation. Now I'll write the inductance. For this inductance, your frequency will be 1 by 2 pi root LC. So inductance is series connection. So L1 plus L2, which is equal to 44 millihenry. So F is equal to 723 hertz. So we will see that one. So apparatus required will be transistor, resistor, capacitor, DCB and DIB. Now RPS is 230 volt and breadboard connection and connecting wires. So the first half of the connection will be the CE amplifier connection. So I'm not going to show you again. Only the tank circuit connection we will see. So the first half connection I'm going to give the CE connection. So we have given it. Now I'm going to connect the capacitance and the inductance boxes. So from the inductance it is given to the one end of the microfarad, the other inductance is also is given to another end of the 0.1 microfarad. Now both the inductance will be together, it is grounded, and then the capacitor is connected across. So we have completed the connection. I'm going to give my CRO. So from the CRO probe, one end is given to the ground, the other end is given to the 0.1 microfarad. We will see the same thing in the demonstration now.
Design and analyze the oscillator.
The NPN transistor, emitter, base and collector.
The base
The base terminal is 47 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm is connected. Emitter terminal is 680 ohm. And collector terminal is 2.2 kilo ohm. So other end connected to the VCC.
and the
And the capacitors will be connected 0.1 microfarad, connected in base, and another one is connected to the collector.
Emitter
Emitter terminal is 47 microfarad is connected into another end is ground.
So output
The output will be connected to the CRO.
The collector
side is only the change in the two inductant box.
Inductant
Inductant box is this side.
So no
So polarity of the inductant box is
one is
connected in
collector
collector
terminal
terminal and another end is ground. Circuit diagram.
Another
Another inductant box,
one end
one
is
end is connected to the base,
the another end is ground. This is a
This
tank
is a tank
circuit
circuit for the
Hartley
connected to the
oscillator, and
collector.
one capacitor is 1
The output
microfarad.
will be generated in
One
the
end is
collector
connected to the
terminal.
base,
This is the no
and
input
another end
signal
is
for
connected
the
to the
oscillator
collector.
circuit.
The output will be
The
generated in the
inductance
collector
value
terminal.
is
This is the
40
no input
mH
signal for
into
the
4
oscillator
mH.
circuit.
So output will be generated in
So
the
inductance
CRO.
value is 40
So Hartley
mH
oscillator
into 4
output
mH.
in the sine wave.
So output
Measure
will be
the
generated
amplitude
in
value
the
and
CRO.
time period.
So Hartley oscillator output in the sine wave. The measure the amplitude value and
tabulation.
time period.
So we will see the CRO waveform in the CRO. So you will have a sine waveform. So all the oscillator you are going to have only sine waveforms. The amplitude is measured 4 into 2, it's 8 volt. Now I am going to measure the time period. It is 2 into 0.5 milliseconds, which gives you 1 millisecond, which is equal to 1000 hertz. So it is more or less equal to the theoretical frequency. Okay, so this is our Hartley oscillator. Now we will move on to the RC phase shift oscillator. So RC phase shift is nothing but we are going to connect resistance and capacitance alone. So we are going to use 3 resistance and 3 capacitance in the tank circuit. So design calculation of the CE amplifier, we have taken it. We are going to connect the resistance and the capacitance at the bottom. So I'm connecting the resistance and the capacitance at the bottom. So now what we are going to do, we are going to design the frequency. So for designing the frequency, R is equal to 3.3 kilo ohm and C is equal to 0.1 microfarad. So F is equal to 1 by 2 pi roots RC into root 6, such that 3 capacitor and 3 resistors. So 2 into 3, it is root 6. Now F is equal to 196.89 hertz. Okay. So now from the circuit, I can write my transistor, apparatus required as transistor, resistor, capacitor, RPS, breadboard, and connecting wires. So as you know very well, the first connection will be only your CE amplifier connection. So the CE amplifier connection I have given first. Now I am going to connect the resistors and the capacitors. So I have connected a resistor to 1.1 microfarad and then another capacitor to it. Again a resistor and then a capacitor, then a resistor and then a capacitor. So I have connected all the bottom connection. Now I have given all the bottom part to the upper part, because for the grounding you need to give separate grounding for both upper row and the lower row. Okay, now I'm going to connect my CRO probe. So one end is connected to the ground, the other end is connected to 0.1 microfarad. Now we will see the same thing in the demonstration. So we are going to see the demonstration now. So when
Design and frequency analysis of RC phase shift oscillator.
Circuit
Circuit
diagram
diagram
of
of
the
the
RC
RC phase shift
oscillator.
oscillator.
The
The same circuit
for
for common emitter amplifier,
the
the transistor of BC547, the three terminal devices, emitter, base and collector. Base is 47 kilo ohm, one end is connected to base, another end is connected to VCC, and base is 10 kilo ohm resistor, one end is connected to base, another end is connected to ground. The emitter terminal is 680 ohm is connected to emitter, another end is connected to ground.
The
The collector terminal 2.2 kilo ohm is connected to collector, another connected to VCC supply for 12 volt.
The
The capacitor 47 microfarad connected to empty terminal, in another end is connected to ground.
The
The point one capacitor, one is connected to base, another end is connected to collector terminal. The output will be the collector. The collector will be changed in 0.1 microfarad and 3.3 kilo ohm. Another end is connected to ground. Again 0.1, 3.3 k ground, 0.1, 3.3 k ground. The last end is connected to the base. Output will be connected to the collector terminal of the RC phase shift oscillator. Procedure connection as per the circuit diagram. Switch on the power supply and observe the output of the CR. Note the down practical frequency and capacitor with the theoretical frequency. Output to the CR. Measure the amplitude and time period of the RC phase shift oscillator. The tabulation of the RC phase shift oscillator, amplitude is 6 volt, time period 3.6. Frequency is calculated 1 divided by T for time period. The frequency is 196.8 Hz.
now we will see the same thing in the CRO. So we will get the waveform. Now if I am measuring the height, it is amplitude, it is 4 into 2 8 volt. Then I am going to measure the time period. It is around 2.5 into 2 millisecond, which gives me 5 millisecond, which gives me 200 hertz. It's more or less equal to your theoretical frequency. Thank you, students.